Howdy y'all, and welcome back to Aquaholic Fishing. If you're new here, my name is Randy. Hello, welcome aboard. At Aquaholic Fishing, we're all about fishing and spending as much time in the great outdoors as humanly possible. On today's episode of Aquaholic Fishing, we're going to talk about getting that big bass bite during those hot dog days of summer, specifically August. Guys, we're in Texas, and I'm going to tell you right now, it's hotter than a laptop in a pawn shop. It don't matter where you're at right now in the country. That's what's crazy about the month of August, is you can always guarantee it's going to be hot or hotter than hell, no matter where you live. Many largemouth bass anglers have already fell off. It's already too hot for them. The dog days have already got the best of them, or they've decided, hey, it's time to get out there and start hunting now. Let's get set up at the deer lease. What does that mean for you and I? Those that still want to get out there and chase those big bass. There's not as many people out there, more opportunity for me and you to get out there, get that big bite, and potentially get our personal best largemouth bass. I'm going to start out first with one of my personal favorites, and that's the hollow-bodied frog. During the month of August, if you want to get that big bass bite, get out there and throw the frog. Make sure you got a rod and reel with some backbone where you can really set that hook. And whether you're throwing the scum frog, the poppin' frog, the walking frog, there's a million different varieties. There's a million different makers, models. Find one you're comfortable and confident with and get out there and start throwing that frog. The frog is a tremendous choice when fishing during the month of August, when the muck and scum from the algae and the algae blooms can be at an all-time high. It's super hot for us, but it's also super hot for the bass as well. There's much less oxygen in our waterways during this time period, and the bass are looking to target these areas, especially during low light conditions. No matter what type and style you're using, almost all of these hooks are 100% weedless. So when you cannot throw a treble hook because it's going to get down there and get into that vegetation, and all you're going to be doing is reeling back grass and muck and scum and algae and everything else, it doesn't work that way with the topwater frog. If you're missing bites and you think that the bass are biting short, it might be because your hook points are too close to the body of the frog. Bend them out a little bit, bend them up a little bit, and get ready to set that hook. The topwater frog is one of the most amazing bites you'll ever get, and during the month of August, during low light conditions, early morning or late evening is usually when I have my best success. Staying with that topwater theme, if the vegetation in your waterways allows for it, the river to sea whopper plopper, always a great option. Right there along with it is the Berkeley Chopo. Both of these are tremendous baits. Put both in your tackle box, be willing to try them both on and see what happens out there while you're chasing that big bass bite during the month of August. Tie on a river to sea whopper plopper or Berkeley Chopo, especially during the early morning or the late evenings. I like to utilize a loop knot on both of these baits to maximize the action potential. I like the MF frog, the bone, and the monkey butt color specifically. When those temperatures go up, guess what? The bass are affected by that as well. What do? They like to go out a little bit deeper into the water, little cooler temperature, maybe a little bit more bait or different things that they can chase out there in the water, a little more oxygen level and a little bit more comfortable for them. So I like to tie on a different bait to target those type of fish. I like to use the underspin. This is not my favorite underspin. My favorite underspin is made by Dirty Jigs. Give that one a try. This is from Bass Pro Shops. Not bad, but it's not the greatest they have out there. We know what the greatest chatterbait or vibrating jig they have out there. If you can afford them, get that jackhammer. If you can't, get a close second. There's many good chatterbaits out there on the market that are good. They don't have to be a $20 or $30 bait to work well for you. I like to pair these up with a soft plastic like Kitech. Kitech swim baits with that swing impact are absolutely incredible action, and sometimes those largemouth bass just cannot deny them. Put on a swing impact, put on like one of the shad, put on a different color, do what makes you happy, but use that underspin and use that chatterbait when you're chasing that big largemouth bite. Now we're going to talk about the big bass bite options for the month of August when using worms. I like to work towards natural to darker colors personally this time of year. The June bugs, the green pumpkins, using green, blue, or purple flakes. Sometimes the black and blue, I'll already start bringing it out this time of year, not waiting till fall. I like the larger variety of these worms, 7 inches and longer, straight tail, ribbon tail, or curly tail worms. I like to Texas rig them with the lightest weight humanly possible. If I can go weightless, I will go weightless each and every time out there. The smallest weight you guys can use, the more natural presentation it's going to give you with these worms inside of the water column when chasing these largemouth bass during the month of August and these dog days of summer. You can Texas rig them, put them on a shaky head, Carolina rig, drop shot, power shot, whatever which way you do. Personally, I prefer a couple of different worm choices myself. I like the Zoom Mag 2 in pumpkin and chartreuse color. I like the Yamamoto 10-inch Ichi worm. That is in the green pumpkin and blue. I also like the Zoom Trick worm in green pumpkin that also has purple, blue, and green flake. The cool thing about the month of August is you can use max action on all of these worms. The bass are aggressive, they're chasing, they're excited, they're chasing baits, they're chasing big baits, and it's a lot of fun. What are some of your favorite August power fishing baits during these dog days of summer? Please let me know down in the comments. During this time, the fishing community has to come together. We're not going to give each other our spots, but we can give each other baits that work for you and work for me, whether in a pond, an estuary, a lake, a river, a creek, or a stream. What are some of your favorite baits out there to use during the dog days of summer, during the month of August specifically? Let me know in the comments to help each other out. Get out there for a couple hours early in the morning. Get out there for a couple hours late in the evening. You won't sweat as much. You'll probably have a better bite opportunity. But either which way, I hope you're fishing during the month of August as actually catching. I hope you have a great time out there. Let me know in the comments if some of these work for you guys. And as always, like, comment, and share if you like this content. That way I can keep creating more for each and every one of you. We'll see you guys on the next one.